Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the eyebrow raising, obviously obsessed with DC Multiverse action figures. You either love me, you hate me, or you don't care. Either way, neither do I. I am the Mad Montreal Man, and as you can tell by this vintage t-shirt I'm wearing, not the Jam t-shirt I have on my chair. Once again, shout out to TeePublic. Not sponsored, but really good quality shirt, and it's Bernie's shirt. But no, as you can tell by the shirt I'm wearing, it is an old graffiti t-shirt. It's going to be a Joker-centered show today. I figured, why not? So, what are you in for today? Well, me, of course, talking. And unlike some other toy reviewers, I don't talk about rumors. I don't talk about, oh, I read this and I don't know what the character is. There's one reviewer. If you watch my show, you know who I'm talking about. It's just sad. It's sad. There's other reviewers I like. They're out there. They do really good reviews. They might do one figure per show. Sometimes they do Build-A-Figures. But this one guy, I don't know how he has followers. He never really reviews anything. He just literally shows the press releases. I won't do that. I don't think I will ever do that on my show because I want to have fun. I want to share my collection with you. I want to share the obsession of being a toyaholic. That's right. You have to be. But as I was saying before I got off topic, it's a Joker-centered show. So, two of these are older. I got them off a second market because I missed them when they first came out, and I've been wanting this character. But I got the Robin from Earth 22 with the Merciless Body. I got the Batman Who Laughs with Wings with the Merciless Head. Now, I already have the arms and legs from previous figures I got. So we got these guys to look at. But we're also, because, I do want to give shout-outs to GameStop, because they got me this. The Batman Who Laughs, the Gold Edition. And there's only 8,100 of these. And, of course, you know me, I like to open up packages to piss off those mint and box collectors. Because it's fun for me to do that. But 3 figures is enough. 4 if you count Merciless when I build them. I got this. It's a Bandai Joker from the movie. Yeah, might as well. Okay. But let's start off with this guy. Because honestly, I think this one is going to be the most disappointing. Just based on the fact that I didn't like the character in the movies. But what do you say? We get our friend, a very good friend, a friend of mine. He's sharp-witted. He's wonderful. He's Dr. Scalpel. And we'll get this guy out of the package. Back in a moment. You saw him in the close-up. He's not a very big action figure. He's actually kind of small. I don't think he's even 6 inches tall. He's puny, sort of like on the Mafex side of things. Now, I have to admit, he is extremely poseable. I'm actually surprised at how poseable he is. He comes with a spare head, 2 pink guns, and a whole bunch of spare hands, which I now just dropped all over my desk. Okay, you got the serious face, the spare hands, which I think I got them all now. Basically 2 open hands and 2 fist hands. I'll put it back in there. But what do I think of this guy? Well, if this was 7 inches, I probably wouldn't mind it as much. Because, it actually is relatively really poseable. It's a good articulation. There's no base for this guy. He does have also no peg holes for a base at all. So yeah, but overall, not bad. I do find the head's a little bit big for the body. It happens when you do an actor's face. They just make the heads always a bit bigger for the body, but overall, not bad articulation. This is one I think that when I get really bored one day, could buy head, do a head swap or something else, and make it a different character. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these Bandai guys. It's the first one I got. I have another one to review as well down the road, but it's just small and brand new. This would be expensive. I got them on the secondary market, so I don't mind as much, but yeah, a bit disappointing. But let us move on, shall we? Okay, the next one we're going to do, unscripted, it just fell down. Let's do the Robin. Aha! Yes, from the Death Metal series, The Robin Who Laughs. Now, there were, if I remember correctly, 3 individual versions of him, and I think there was a big pack that had 4. When I got this guy, the guy goes, "Which one you want?" I went, "It doesn't matter, because this is what's important." So once more, let's get my friend Dr. Scalpel, and we'll get him out. And before I will do that, I will say one thing. I got someone messaging me right now, so sorry about the beeps if you can hear them. Let me just mute that here. Wow, someone's really muting me. God. Stop. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You think filming at like basically 2 a.m. in the morning, I wouldn't get these notifications, but obviously, I'm getting a lot of notifications. And yes, it is 2 a.m. in the morning. I've been having problems sleeping lately. And I figured, I'm probably going to go out today. I've been job hunting every day on the computer. It gets monotonous. It gets boring. It gets frustrating. So I figured today I'm going to go on a toy hunt. So I need to get the filming done tonight so that I can go toy hunting in the morning. Maybe enjoy a little bit of time out of this place before I come and do the edit and post. But you don't really care about that. You care more what I think about this. So let's get back to the fun. And we'll be back after that. I have to admit, it's a pretty good hefty weight for the torso of the Merciless. Now, if you might remember, I already have the Patina Merciless, but I wanted the original. But let's get back to a Robin that laughs. Right off the bat, props to having a real chain. Nice little trick too. You have to bend the little loop here to put the chain on, but it's a real chain. It's not plastic. This is how you do a chain figure. You actually put a chain in. It's not a great quality chain, but it's kind of cool. As for the sculpt, it's kind of creepy. I mean, I've actually read this one, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I can kind of see why you'd want to have 4 of these, but it is a really cool Robin Who Laughs. It's kind of cool. I will be putting him next to the Robin King I have, because I think it looks good there. But no, it's a different sculpt. I do like it. There's texture in the shorts. I like the boots. I mean, those are boots I wish they'd use again, because those are cool looking. Like, imagine the Spectre having those boots. That'd be cool. And I actually do like, the torso sculpt. The gloves are cool. There's so much about this guy that I think, Todd, Mr. McFarlane, you could reuse these gloves and boots. I mean, give us a different Spectre. That would be really cool. And I do love the chain. This one is, I'll say it, it's a must for collectors. If you really want a well-sculpted character, this is it. This is good. I mean, it looks like the comic book. And by the way, the stand actually holds them. I don't think that kind of stand would hold this guy up, but we'll find out after. So what do you say? I cop a little bit. I know, it's crazy. I'm wide awake at 2 a.m. in the morning. But it is a Friday show after all. So let's do the Batman Who Laughs that comes with wings. Kind of, full circle. Shane sent me the Batman Who Laughs that had the Batmobile cart, which I kept this on my desk, by the way, Shane. And I finally got the one with the wings. Mostly because I want to build this guy. But let's take a look. Dr. Scalpel's in the house. If you don't have a scalpel and you have action figures, I definitely recommend getting your friend. I should be endorsed by a company. I need a sponsor who sells scalpels, and we'll just market Dr. Scalpels for action figures. Heck, I need a sponsor, period. Yeah, 9 months not working. You kind of go a little crazy. But let's get them out. Back in a moment. Now that we got him out of the package, let's talk about the head. I've already started putting them together. I mean, it does look really cool. There's not much mobility once you put the head on because, the neck kind of stops it, but it does look cool. I do like the fact, Todd, symmetry in the shoulders. Thank you. But let's get to the Batman Who Laughs. Okay, right off the bat, this sucks. Doesn't hold them properly. It's kind of like the weight of the wings. Let me try putting them back on. It's like the weight of the wings just wears him down. And it was a struggle to get him posed for the close-up. But these things totally suck. But I will give them credit. And I also have a question for John, Mr. McFarlane. These wings! Why did you not use these wings for the Black Adam Hawkman? These aren't the greatest wings ever. There's a limit to them, but they look so much better than the ones for Hawkman. This is one of those times where I wish I had just a spare set of wings, because I do have a concept in mind for my Kryptonian universe of a Black Canary, but you'd have to have black wings. I like this figure. This is one you get your money's worth. I do like it. The head sculpt's a bit much, let's be honest. But it is kind of... The wings, this feels like nice texture. A bit of limitations in the torso, but I'm happy I have him. And if I was to do a Batman Who Laughs shells, well, it'd be a combo. Front of the shelf. The only thing about this guy I don't like is this thing. But I'll get to that in a moment. What do you say I finish putting together the Merciless with the parts I had from before? We'll do a close-up of him, and we'll be back right after that. Well, you saw in the close-up, it is a cool-looking Build-A-Figure. Now, I will say a couple things. Putting the legs on was a little bit tough. They have a longer, peg to insert them in than usual, which makes them more solid. And if I compare him to the Patina, I like him better. The blue, I really like the blue. Is actually the fact that there's also more color in this guy as well. Now, it does bring up another point. How to display him. Now, with the Patina one that I got, he had that little itty bitty stand, which It doesn't work very well. It keeps on wanting to fall. So how am I going to put him on display properly? Because he is definitely a front of shelf Batman. This is really cool looking. So I will talk about something a little different today. You know how I always complain about, I mean, it literally just fell off him again. These, McFarlane bases with one little peg that are so thin. Todd, you can learn from this other company. I just got these on Thursday. I ordered these bases. It's a little bit thicker. 6 pegs! 6 pegs! They even sent me a thank you little thing of these 2 mini ones, so like basically 1 for each foot. But I'm going to show you. Well, with him it might not make much of a difference, but the fact that you have 6 pegs that you could put on a figure, and it fits pretty much all the multiverse. But as action figures go, think, a base with 6 pegs, you know how much better that would be to hold a figure up? And I've already tried on some other figures. These are good. These I recommend because they can handle the weight. Now with him, I don't think it's going to work too well because he's massive. But let's take a look here. Unscripted, unsupervised, unedited. Oh, that's a good fit. That's also a good tight fit. I'm going to put him down and see how well he holds. Haha. It does work better because the extra peg helps keep his foot in place. So yeah, guess what, Todd? Anything with a cape, or in this case wings, let's try it on the Batman Who Laughs with wings. Because we know this can't handle the weight. So give me a second. I'm gonna put him on the peg, 2 feet pegged in, and we'll take a look. Well, I have to admit defeat. I like the thought of having a base with 6 pegs. It does work for some figures, but on some figures, like him, I just spent 10 minutes. I would get the peg to go in 1 foot, then the other foot, which was nice, but then as soon as I went to pose them, the ankles would just bend backwards or 1 foot would pop out. And when I compared it to some of the other DC Multiverse, 2 problems. Some of for example, this Batman Who Laughs has the extra ridges on his shoes, so that sort of limits the amount of peg you can put in. And on some other ones, like for example, I tried it on the Ragman, the peg holes are smaller than the DC Multiverse, and I did a quick comparison. These are a tad thicker, so you would have to warm up the feet to stick this in properly. But I did try it on some other figures that it worked perfectly well on, so I am kind of happy I got these. I do have more coming. I have a different type of peg coming because I figured I want to try to find something better than just the simple 1 peg thing. So I have another type of 2 peg system coming. I will at one point also try the 2 mini little circles, see if those work. But for now, I'm happy I have them. I will just have to find another way to display him so that I could have the wings nice and extended, and he doesn't want to just go backwards with the weight of these guys. These bases that McFarlane makes just really, they don't hold, and that's a shame. It's a shame because I was hoping this would be the solution because it does work, but it does take a lot of work to get these to fit in. So I'm a bit disappointed with those, but I have them for other figures. They will work on a lot of figures, so it's just a matter of, finding which ones work, because these suck. These are okay. They're not 100%, but compared to the sucky ones, well, I have to lean him against something. But let's continue, shall we? Things are dropping down, and that's the way it goes. Let me just leave the frame for a moment. I just noticed something. It has like B1, B2. So there might be a slight variation in sizes here, but whatever. I'll deal with that some other time. I will try these next week. on some figures. But either way, I do think that with heating the feet up on most figures, for example, if I take Ragman, if I were to heat the feet up a little bit, I can probably get the pegs to go in nicely. Oh. Okay, there must be a slight variation in sizes because that went in nicely. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But let's get back to opening up figures because Dr. Scalpel wants more. Haha, the infected Batman who laughs. I'm looking forward to this one. So it all kind of ties in. See, it's one theme today. Back in a moment. Oh, right off the bat, I love getting hit by that strong smell. In package, it looks really good. But you know I'm not leaving it there. Let's cut away one more time and get the rest of this guy out. Right off the bat, I will say I like these kind of stands better for the cards. They're not big and bulky, even though I don't mind the other ones. They are kind of nicer, especially on the shelf. And another thing about these limited ones, the fact that you know what number your card is nice. I still haven't gotten one below 1,000 yet. One day maybe. But let's get on with the review. Okay, as you can tell, we've been talking about bases. The McFarlane bases, the 6-peg base, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. I haven't tried these, but this is how you make a base. Look at this. It only has one peg, but the weight is good. The width is good. It holds them up, no problem, even with the cape. So that's how you do a proper base. Now, of course, on a shelf, a whole bunch of bases this size would take up a lot of space. But let's get to the figure. Well, right off the bat, you can tell big Batarang, which is nice. I am blown away. The texture on this thing, you might not be able to see it as well, but there's so much decent texture in the torso. The cape's got wonderful texture. I mean, everything about this guy screams front of the shelf. I mean, the Batman symbol on the belt, black on gold. Gold on black looks really good. I do like it. Even the face sculpt isn't overly Jokerized. It's a good face sculpt. I love this figure. This figure, I had my doubts when I first pre-ordered him, and guess where I got him? Guess where I pre-ordered him from? Take a guess. You're right. I got him from GameStop. I really do like that. This is one of the ones that I do recommend tracking down. Get them if you can. This one is good. I didn't think I would like him so much because I do have the regular version of him, but somehow the black and gold just bam in your face. I like it. This has been a good episode. I mean, when was the last time? I don't think I've ever had an episode where 4 of the figures were front of the shelf. Robin Who Laughs with Batman Who Laughs with Wings together, front of the shelf. Merciless in blue, front of the shelf. The Joker Who Laughs, gold and black, black and gold, front of the shelf. The only one I talked about today, which is going to go somewhere else, is that movie Bandai one. Yeah, so not bad. Now, of course, oddly enough, it is really hot in the studio tonight, or I should say this morning. It's about, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. But like I said before, I want to film this, do the editing in the afternoon or late afternoon, because I want to take a break from job hunting. I want to go have some fun, maybe toy hunt. Which brings up the question of what are we going to review next week? I have 2 choices. I can do Max Mercury, Vampire Shazam, and this 2-pack that I think should have come out when the movie came out, but That plus the fact, why didn't we get the Marvel family? Because who wouldn't want a Mary Marvel? Actually, I rewatched that movie recently, and let's just put it this way. Honestly, one of those two figures we should never have seen again. Or I can do the sketch editions, because I still have a Batman from the Black Adam sketch. I've got the Hush Batman sketch, and one of the ones, I didn't realize how limited this was. There's only 4,300, well, 44,250 of this guy. So it's either going to be them next week or a sketch edition week. The reason for that is, even though I have Jonah Hex, I was expecting in this week, another Batmobile, they haven't come in yet. I'm going to get them because I pre-ordered them. It's just a matter of waiting for them. There will be a Marvel Monday because I still have 2 Marvel Legends to do. I am trying to get the Secret Wars Titania. Pre-orders are closed on her already, so I'll be hunting for that one. But there will be a Marvel Monday this Monday. After that, if nothing starts coming in, well, Shane, you might get your wish. I might do the Gargoyles. But yeah, it's getting near the end of Season 3. I said Season 3 would be 52 episodes long, and we're getting there. Hopefully we'll end with a DC Multiverse week, because that's kind of my shtick. But who knows? I know there's also a lot of chases coming out that you can't pre-order. Todd, Mr. McFarlane, what are you doing to us? Now, I understand in the States, and there's like 20 Targets you can go visit in one weekend. We don't have that in Canada. Remember your homeland. We don't have those kind of stores everywhere. We have GameStop, we have some comic book stores, and that's pretty much it, because Toys R Us up here sucks. Walmart is not Canada's favorite toy store, because they don't really carry anything. So Todd, for the chases, make them pre-orderable in Canada at least so we can get them. It's bad enough there's some things we don't get here because they sell out before they even come to Canada, but there's so many chases out there coming that I want that, apart from the stuff I pre-ordered, I know I'll be hunting for, even though I am lucky because I am liked, I guess, at GameStop. So if they get them, I quite often will give me a call saying, hey, I can't hold this for you, but come down. And that's pretty much it. Yep. Maybe next week we'll try the little mini pegs, see which ones. Like I said before, I do have other pegs coming, a different style of 2 peg bases. We'll see which ones I like more, because eventually the goal is to have everything on shelves, standing properly, not leaning. I also have a new Marvel Legends shelf that I set up in my stairway up here, and it'd be nice to get those completely stuffed and full of most of my Marvel Legends. Right now I only have a few because there's no basis for them, and they don't freestand as well as other figures do. And that's going to be pretty much it. What I'm going to do, though, when Season 3 ends of this On the Peg season, what I will do is I will then go back to doing the Kryptonian universe, because I have a whole bunch of customs done. Some simple ones. I've got some more complicated ones coming. If you do have spare wings, let me know. I could use some for the Black Canary I want to do. But that's good. Let's wrap it up, because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to film so I can go out and do something different during the day and edit the afternoon. So that I don't sleep well. That's why I'm also so ugly. Most people sleep 8 to 10 hours. I barely sleep sometimes. But that's besides the point, because you need to be yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your body, your mind, and of course your emotional state. So do your best. It's really important to stay healthy. It is. Stay healthy. And when you get really cool collectibles like Black and Gold, the Batman Who Laughs, oh, it's a good way, of course, to stay happy. It may hurt your pocketbook and your budget, but it is a good way to stay happy. And if you have to become someone slightly different, become a character like the Mad Montreal Man or the Mad Shane Man. I don't think Shane would be the Mad Shane Man. What would Shane be? Super Shane. There you go. If you have to fake it, do it. It's like putting on a fake smile. Or like the answer that almost every guy says, how you doing? I'm fine. Fake it till you make it. Fake it until it becomes real. You can say you're fine every day even though you're not, but one day you will say, I'm fine, and you actually will be fine. For me, I fake it until it's true, and this is my way of doing it a little bit because it does help doing this show every week, but I do my best to stay positive. So do the same. Do your best. Fake it if you have to. If you don't have to fake it, even better, but stay positive. And that's it. It's hot in the studio with all these lights on, even at this hour. But I'm going to wrap it up. Everything's filmed. I got to spend several hours tomorrow when I get back from doing whatever I'm going to do during the day. And I will be doing some job hunting tomorrow, so don't worry. I do need to find a job because I need to work to make money to buy these, unless someone sponsors me. Hey, hint to you, public. Sponsor me. If you're a scalpel company, I'm just saying, we can make a good deal, a good partnership, you, me, and Dr. Scalpel. But no, it's I never thought I'd ask to be sponsored, but now I'm at a point now where I'd like to do this full time. It would be fun. It would be fun to do this full time. I know, I'm dreaming, but it doesn't hurt to dream. And on that note, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Have a great time enjoying the weather. I mean, hopefully it's going to be good weather for you this weekend. I know this weekend it's going to be nice and cool. I might get some magnet fishing in. Haven't done that in a while. Mostly because it's been too hot and humid. But no, do your best. Have a great weekend. If you do have someone you love and care about, spend time with them. Let them know. And if there's a man in your life who collects action figures, go out and buy him one. Show them that you care. I mean, when I was married, I was always getting stuff for my ex-wife, which is now part of my collection. I have so much Emily the Strange stuff, it's kind of insane. But do it. Show the person in your life, especially if it's a guy and he has a hobby like this, treat him to one. Trust me, you spending a couple of bucks buying him an action figure, you're good for a month. We're like that, guys. We're simple when it comes to stuff like that. Don't give us flowers. I know there's a big popular thing where men only get flowers when they're dead. Most men don't want flowers. We want our hobby. We want stuff that we enjoy. So get us that. Seriously, get us that. I myself, when I was married, I don't think I really ever gave my ex-wife, or at the time my girlfriend then / wife, flowers, because flowers were dead. They were dying. I would give her plants, or I'd give her jewelry, or I'd give her stuffed animals, or little collectibles. Because I knew what she liked. I wanted to give her stuff she likes. It should be the same. So if there's a man or woman in your life, don't go out and buy them flowers, unless that's what they want. Go get them something, just to show that you appreciate them being in your life. That's important. Because the way the world is nowadays, you have to start showing you care. And I'm going to make sure that I do my best for the people that I care about, that every now and then I will remind them, because I don't want to go through losing another friend again. And that's going to be it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people you love. And hopefully we can survive the insanity that's coming. I'll see you guys on Monday.